Hello, I'm Larry O'Connor with Otherworld Computing. I'm at IBC 2025 in Amsterdam. We're actually here on site to show off our latest Thunderbolt 5 solutions. And we have, some amazing stuff. We have amazing stuff every year, but really excited to introduce, first off, way over here, our dual 10G dock. This is the first dock in the universe for Thunderbolt that supports two simultaneous 10G connections. This is something you can bond and actually double your performance to 20G. It has a 2.5 gigabit port on the front, so you can also do other configuration, have a third network. Both, especially Apple, as well as Windows, makes it very easy to either combine your networks or run each of those ports to a separate network. So you have segmentation, redundancy. If you're doing high performance video workflows with NDI, with NAS, with Avid, whatever it might be, sometimes you want to have separate networks, sometimes you want to have everything bonded together for high performance. This gives you those options. In addition to that, it gives you USB ports. It also gives you downstream Thunderbolt 5 ports. You can connect additional high performance devices. This is a workflow changer in terms of eliminating extra adapters and increasing the performance you have available over your network. So that is a first of its kind. We're showing it off for the first time at IBC. We're really excited to be here for it because it makes a difference. These are the solutions that once you connect them and you're going with them, you don't forget about them, but they're there doing their job so that you can focus on what you need to do. And what you need to do, I know it needs to continue to get faster and faster. And we have also at the show our X12 ThunderBlade, introduced last year for the first time now, shipping at 96 terabytes. That's up to 96 terabytes of high performance, redundant, solid state drive capacity that also gives you speeds that top out what Thunderbolt 5 can do. It's not just a flash in the pan, it's supporting over 6,000 megabytes a second of sustained performance. 6,000 megs on the right side, well over 6,000 megabytes a second on the read side. 96 terabytes is transferred now in less than, and this is a duplication if you need to back something up, less than 4 hours, 96 terabytes of capacity. And this comes from 12 terabytes, 24, 48, and now our 96 terabyte model. It's the highest capacity in the market. It's the fastest drive in the market, and it helps you get your work done, in a breeze. And for a more portable bus-powered solution need, we have both our 1M280 and our Envoy Ultra. Envoy Ultra, last year was Cinede's product of the show. It is today still the fastest Thunderbolt 5 certified portable on the market. It's the only waterproof, rugged solution on the market. Plug and play, no extra cables, one cable for your data and your power. Today up to 4 terabytes and burst rates of over 6,000 megs a second and very high sustained data write speeds. The 1M280 is our fastest kind of DIY USB 4 V2 solution. It goes up to 8 terabytes. It sustains very similar speeds. It's not waterproof, but exceptionally rugged, exceptionally fast. Both fitted for a lot of different workflow needs. And then for connecting everything or extending your connectivity, extending it, making it easy to plug and play when you come back into the office, into your home, we have our Thunderbolt 5 dock and our Thunderbolt 5 hub. These make it very easy to extend your peripherals with a single cable to your Mac or your PC, and then you have downstream ports for different workflows, whether you're doing Thunderbolt 40 gigabit solutions, Thunderbolt 3, or more Thunderbolt 5. The beauty of Thunderbolt 5 with a Thunderbolt 5 equipped Mac or PC is just how much bandwidth you have in a single port. That you can now have a ThunderBlade X12 running at over 6,000 megs a second connected through that dock, plus 2 displays, all without stepping on each other, all within a bandwidth to run from a single Mac port, and we power your Mac or your PC as well. That is really amazing and incredible. Love Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's been amazing for years, but on a Thunderbolt 3 or 4 system, just having a high-speed data device can use nearly all the bandwidth that's available. So if you plug a display and a high-performance storage device into a single port with Thunderbolt 3 or 4, you're competing for bandwidth. The display will actually encroach on this performance of a high speed. You had to be really careful with how your setup was to make sure that you kind of had things split between the ports. Thunderbolt 5 changes that, and our Thunderbolt 5 dock and our Thunderbolt 5 hub unlock that and make it very easy to have that one cable really connect everything in your world and let things roll so that you can keep rolling and not have to worry about your hardware being the impediment. Your creativity is unlocked with all these great high performance Thunderbolt solutions across the board. And Thunderbolt 4 is by no means obsolete or going away. Thunderbolt 5 just allows you to do that kind of segmentation or have enough bandwidth so that you can put a couple ThunderBlades, you can put a couple Envoys, you can put these different devices you already have or you're yet to acquire onto a single bus and not have to worry about there being enough bandwidth for everything to work great. So really excited to be here at IBC. If you didn't already notice, these are solutions that really make a difference. They let you do things you've never been able to do before. And I'm very much, adding to that with the Jellyfish, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. But I'm Larry O'Connor with Otherworld Computing, and just really glad to be here. And thank you very much.
I'm Loren Malley, Global Director of Sales at OWC, focusing on Jellyfish for enterprise storage. What we focus on for video editors, the post-production community, what we specialize in on the shared storage side would be the Jellyfish shared storage device. Focusing on video editors from the desktop style devices that we have that are travel friendly. So literally you can have 6 people show up on site and you can have 64 terabytes of NVMe, but as you got there, you're able to put it in a travel case, throw it over your shoulder, and you never had to give it to TSA, if you will, even if you went on a regional flight. So we try to make it as easy as possible when it comes to shared storage, focusing on the video editors. High performance, high reliability is key, and when we're working with the video editing teams out there. If it's a team that needs petabytes or hundreds of terabytes and you have 30, 40, 50 or even more video editors or creatives on the post-production side, whether it be stills or audio or video, we can have something as far as a quiet desktop device that is more stationary, or we can have a larger rack device that can power up to hundreds of people. It really just depends, which is expandable, but again, it keeps that performance, that reliability, and that ease of use at the forefront of value for post-production, making sure that at the end of the day, the video editors, they don't have to put on their IT hats. They can actually just be creatives. So OWC Jellyfish, we have a unique little wizard or widget, if you will. It enables each video editor to go through and literally they can configure their own Jellyfish, whether it be a desktop style, the quiet devices that we have, or the rack devices that can expand to multiple petabytes. And the great part about it is each particular team member, whether it be a post-production supervisor, a video editor, audio engineer, or an IT engineer, they can go through and see how a Jellyfish is put together, add the amount of users that they'd like, whether they want to have 10 people direct connect with no switch, or they wanted to go more of a traditional environment and have multiple people bonded through an actual network switch and cascading that out into dozens and dozens of folks. But that builder that we have, the Jellyfish builder, is accessible on OWC.com.